There's been a revival in black and white usage in horror. In the realm of cinema, there is The Lighthouse, and anyway, in the world of video game horror is the world of horror. It answers the question, would acclaimed manga horror artist Junji Ito's setting work in a video game? The answer, unsurprisingly, to anyone who actually knows who he is yes. Polish developer Paweł is probably the most well-known developer from that country. And when you get started, you see why. It's essentially like an old school PC roguelike 1-bit RPG, except you can choose 2-bit if you want. So this game immediately loses marks for lying to me. It's got a heavy focus on Cthulhu, Eldritch horror, and boy does tentacles and Japanese girls go just as well as Japanese schoolgirls and tentacles. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's different protagonists with different routes, and you choose different little stories to do. And then it has like an overarching plot, but I can showcase the tutorial. So here I am as a typical loser high school Japanese boy. The greatest horror they have is having to have a normal conversation with somebody. I need to stop the accursed scissor woman in the school, and boy did she scissor me hard and raw. Combat is brutal turn-based RNG bullshit, which is honestly my main criticism for something that's a good story. That I'm too bad to properly finish this game and experience the whole thing. Oh god! I think I've officially turned into a video game journalist. I don't like the use of ancient sounding music. I know it sounds awful in a kind of gross good way too, but it overlaps into like borderline fart sounds, and I already look like a guy who fucking listens exclusively to chiptune. But the thing that just sells is how good and stylish it looks and feels, and just how creepsy it is, and the low-res nature of it somehow makes it more grotesque. Fuck you nerds with like friends, just like, doing like 5v1s and whatever, playing whatever the big current Twitch horror game is, being like, a wooga wooga woo, shouting and screaming down the mics to each other. I mean, that's not a fucking intense horror game, that's just a jump scaring on your fucking mates. Like, fuck off. Just fuck off. It's not a scary game. Anyway, I'm gonna be spending my time on Halloween in the world of horror. And you should too. Too spooky for me.